Good morning, everyone. Clint McLaughlin here with Midwest Market Management. I've got Riley Sykart on with me here today. It is Thursday, June 5th. Got some beautiful weather here in northeast Wisconsin today. Sun's out, corn's growing. But that's not what we're here for at the moment. We are going to talk a little bit about Safrinha corn weather. Now, we're getting towards the tail end of the season down there, guys, and I just feel like not that there's still not possible situations that could come to light where isolated issues might be uh, happening. The crop is getting towards the tail end of things there, and harvest is well underway in the north and pushing further and further into the south. So we're going to go ahead and make this the last broadcast on the Safrinha weather for the year. Now, if we were to see something that hits the headlines, we'll certainly make sure to get back in here and do a special broadcast. But with that said, Riley, I do appreciate you and Marcus Weather Group Maps. It's been a fun season. I'm hoping to improve on it as we move forward and, maybe do a little bit better job as we move forward, understanding, how the growing season works down there. It's just really mind-boggling, honestly, to wrap your mind around the vast region that we're dealing with down there. Overall, I thought it was a pretty successful first year.
Yeah, especially the Safrinha side. I think this has gone pretty well. And the sad thing is down there, give it a couple months and it'll already be first growing season for soybeans crop, first corn crop. And down in Argentina, they'll be picking wheat here in a couple months and putting corn back in the ground too. So before we know it, we'll be looking right back at South America.
Yeah, if you want to watch your life flash by your eyes very quickly, get into this industry because everything is so cyclical. And then you start following two growing seasons, and before you know it, it feels like every time you turn around, somebody's planting corn.
It never ends.
Yeah. Well, let's jump into weather and see what we got here, Riley.
Perfect. So still going to do it today like we've done on every single Safrinha broadcast. First thing we want to do is put into perspective how big of an area the Safrinha crop's grown in. Crops anywhere from Mato Grosso down through Paraná, everywhere in between. Mato Grosso makes up about 50% of that Safrinha crop. And if you put it onto a U.S. map to see how big of an area that really is, almost the entire Midwest is only 50% of the Safrinha crop. So this isn't a small little finite area. It takes a lot of time to look at this and see what's going on in multiple different areas. So with that, moving right in here to temperatures, not very changed from Tuesday, Clint. Still stuff in the mid to upper 90s in the northern area of Mato Grosso. And as you go south, it starts to cool off. But overall, once harvest is underway, it's at the point where warm temperatures aren't really having any effect on the crop. So cool temperatures. We did hear last week there were some small areas in Mato Grosso do Sul and Paraná that got frost, but small enough areas that I wouldn't say it's making a large impact on yields. So 6 to 10 days showing very similar stuff. Some of the heat's fading to the north, south staying fairly cool. Interesting to see if more frost issues pop up, but for right now, not any concern there. Looking at the last 13 days, that southern region, Paraná, some of Mato Grosso do Sul just got absolutely blasted by rain. I wouldn't say it's a big issue because most of the crop would be towards the northern side, but there could be some flooding concerns in that southern region. But overall, once again, I wouldn't say this is a Brazil national yield affecting rain. So unless you have a different thought, Clint.
Nope, I would tend to agree.
Perfect. So moving in now, the 1 to 5 day, still potential. Those rains are ongoing down there to the south. So that's about the only thing going on. Other than that, 1 to 5 rain there, 6 to 10 clears up, and 1 to 13 combining it all doesn't really show anything different. So other than some rains and cooler temps to the south, not really a whole lot going on as harvest is underway. So that is all I have on the Safrinha side today, Clint.
Fantastic. Well, As I mentioned, Riley, it's been a good season. Appreciate the hard work. We'll continue to be doing U.S. weather as it becomes increasingly important. We move into late June and July time period. Still a lot of weather ahead of us here in the U.S., so stay tuned for those. You can check us out at MidwestMarketManagement.com, where you can get signed up to receive these via text message. Also, you might want to check out the grainbank.com. We have our new national yield predictor on the grainbank.com. So it's www.thegrainbank.com. Go to the top right corner and sign up to get an account, and you can get our national yield predicting tools that maybe will help you along the way. So appreciate it. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.
This material has been prepared by a sales or trading employee or agent of Midwest Market Management and is or is in the nature of a solicitation. This material is not a research report prepared by of Midwest Market Management Research Department. By accepting this communication, you agree that you are an experienced user of the futures markets, capable of making independent trading decisions, and agree that you are not and will not rely solely on this communication in making trading decisions. Distribution in some jurisdictions may be prohibited or restricted by law. Persons in possession of this communication indirectly should inform themselves about and observe any such prohibition or restrictions. To the extent that you have received this communication indirectly and solicitations are prohibited in your jurisdiction without registration, the market commentary in this communication should not be considered a solicitation. The risk of loss in trading futures and/or options is substantial, and each investor and/or trader must consider whether this is a suitable investment. Past performance, whether actual or indicated by simulated historical tests of strategies, is not indicative of future results. Trading advice is based on information taken from trades and statistical services and other sources that of Midwest Market Management believes are reliable. We do not guarantee that such information is accurate or complete, and it should not be relied upon as such. Trading advice reflects our good faith judgment at a specific time and is subject to change without notice. There is no guarantee that the advice we give will result in profitable trades.